Hey everybody, back again. This time we're doing a saber overview for this Graflex here. So this was sent to me by a customer. It's made by, I believe, Kyber Sabers. And first thing that's a little different from your average Graflex install these days is that it does not use the red button or your typical aux switch here. Both of the controls are in the box here. So I have a tactile for power and aux. You can hear those clicking like they should. And I'll go ahead and show off the inside. So this saber unscrews at the handle here on the grips. I don't need to touch the pommel area at all, and we'll just loosen that. Threads right off. So this is installed with a CFX. It has a removable battery setup here. Takes an 18650. Uses a Smuggler's Outpost 28mm Elite speaker and a KR pixel connector as well. And you'll see here in a moment, I actually have two little accent LEDs in the chassis, and those are just leftover blade pixels, actually. So I'll go ahead and show you how to put it in the battery for the end user. Spring side's negative, positive is up here. So you'll see those light up as they should. And they'll do the same animation when the saber's on. It'll just go a little bit faster. So power. And we have twist on and twist off enabled for this saber. So you can either use the power button to turn it on, or you can twist counterclockwise, or sorry, clockwise and back to operate the saber for off and on. One shout out I wanted to give before moving on is so the rub and buff, little kind of dull metal detail you'll see here. I don't usually use this. I never could find the color that I really wanted that looked realistic to me personally. And I was talking to my buddy Tim at Tier Fun Orbital. He kind of brought me on to a little technique he uses to kind of mix a few things together and make it look a little more in-universe. So thank you, Tim. I personally really like the look, and I'll definitely be using this more in the future. I am including a little Lego brick separator. You can get these in bulk on Amazon, but they're really good for getting batteries out. Since this battery is a little bit of a tight fit here, you can just use the edge to pry the top out like that, and then pop it back in. Good to go. For the handle, you'll see here there's almost no room between the top of the battery and the speakers. So we did have to do just a few little things to make this work. It's really no big deal, but there's an O-ring on the inside threading here. And what that does is that actually clocks the grips to be in TFA position, which I believe is what this saber is intended to be set up for as is. So to the end user, you're going to see the clip tighten up around here. This is the top of the clip aligned with this grip here. You're just going to want to crank it to where everything is center here. So it should be center aligned with the grip down to the clip here. And that's not going anywhere. That's nice and tight. Same thing with the pommel. You don't need to adjust the pommel. That's locked in place. Good to go. So I'll go ahead and put a blade in this and show off a few of the effects here. And for the end user, I'll also be sending over the link to the CFX manual so you can go through the full controls. I'll just show a few brief things here. All right. So again, power is on the top, aux is on the bottom. Nice and loud. So for your controls, single aux press is your blaster block. If you hold auxiliary, that's your lockup. And then you can also enter your color wheel, which is basically aux and then power. Spectrum. You can go through the colors here. And then while you're in the color wheel, you can hold power and that'll take you through your blade styles.
Blade profiles.
So you can cycle through. It starts to get, a little more flicker, and then it goes into more dramatic stuff. And back to the heavy flicker that I have it on now. So you'll just press power to lock that in. And then, like I said, you can twist on or off. So while the saber's off, to go through the sound menu, you're just going to hold auxiliary.
sound bank selection.
Grammy.
It'll tell you what font you're on, and then you can use power and aux to actually cycle through the menu.
Nebula.
Crystal Fed.
Night.
Exit my system. SD audio.
So this is one of Kyberphonic's fonts. This is Battle. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2 on the font sound, but we'll find out. And then you'll just hold power to lock that in. So to my customer, thank you so much for your business. I appreciate you sending this help my way. I'm shipping this out today, actually, and hope you enjoy it.